When Jagged Little Pill was released in 1995, it detonated across the music landscape like a firework fueled by rage, wit, and catharsis. What Alanis Morissette captured in this album wasn't just angst. It was emotional liberation in real time. From the first notes of All I Really Want, you're thrown into a confessional whirlwind, a journal shouted from a rooftop written in all caps, circled in red ink. The track opens the door with a chaotic blend of harmonica and guitar, and Alanis's voice, raw, unpolished, pleading, demands not just to be heard, but to be felt in your bloodstream. Do I stress you out? She asks, but she already knows the answer. She wants to make you uncomfortable, and in doing so, free. From there, the record hits its global juggernaut. You Oughta Know. It's venomous, iconic, and still feels like an exposed nerve even decades later. The scorned lover archetype gets redefined here, not as desperate but volcanic. Her phrasing claws at the listener, both vulnerable and furious. The blend of Dave Navarro's jagged guitar riffs and Flea's sludgy bass lines creates a snarling undercurrent that Alanis rides like a storm. It's confessional, it's messy, and it doesn't let up. She doesn't sing at you, she bares her teeth. But Jagged Little Pill isn't just a one-note scream. Perfect arrives like a breath held too long, soft piano underscoring lyrics that quietly indict the impossible pressures of childhood. Alanis's voice is muted here, restrained, almost afraid, which only adds to the emotional punch. Be a good girl, you've got to try a little harder, she sings, her voice cracking like a mirror. It's parental ambition as psychological warfare, and it's devastating in its precision. Hand in My Pocket flips the script. It's jaunty, ironic, laid back in tempo, but loaded with contradictions. Alanis juggles opposing truths with ease. I'm broke but I'm happy, I'm poor but I'm kind. That harmonica returns, but now it feels playful instead of aggressive, and the groove is infectious. It's not a song about clarity, but about living in the mess, being okay with paradoxes, finding power in ambiguity. It's youth captured without embellishment. Right Through You is pure indictment, with Alanis exposing industry sleaze with an acidic grin. The chords are crunchy and compact, the tone unapologetically cynical. You took me for a joke, you took me for a child, she hisses, and there's no mistaking who this is for. It's another jagged shard of her truth, thrown with deadly precision. The album then drops into Forgiven, which delves into Catholic guilt and moral rebellion, bathed in reverb-heavy guitars and haunting vocal layering. It's both spiritual and sacrilegious, its verses pulsing with shame, its chorus exploding with release. We all had our reasons to be there, she sings, her voice both resigned and defiant. This isn't just teenage rebellion, it's a reckoning with faith, authority, and self-ownership. The introspective tone continues with You Learn, one of the record's most anthemic moments. It's philosophical without being preachy, an ode to the pain as teacher mindset. You live, you learn, you love, you learn, she chants, the melody climbing like a sunrise. The instrumentation feels like a road trip, open, spacious, and driven by forward motion. It's the kind of track that makes mistakes feel beautiful. Then comes Head Over Feet, a love song that somehow feels like a whispered truth. There's no grand drama here, just warmth, gratitude, and quiet vulnerability. It's Alanis at her gentlest, her voice laced with wonder and disbelief. The structure is soft, cyclical, hypnotic, like falling into something you didn't think you deserved. You've already won me over, she sings, and for once there's no irony, no edge, just surrender. Mary Jane is the emotional undercurrent many overlook. It's a song soaked in empathy, a slow ballad for the overburdened, forgotten. Alanis's delivery is nurturing, almost maternal. What's the matter, Mary Jane? She asks with concern, not judgment. The sparse instrumentation lets her voice carry the weight, and for a few minutes, everything slows down to honor pain without performance. In Ironic, the album delivers its most misunderstood hit. Critics often nitpick the lyrics, but they miss the point. It's not about textbook definitions, it's about emotional whiplash. The melody is bright, the tone is observational, even bemused. It's the calm after the chaos, when you've screamed yourself hoarse and finally just laugh. Her phrasing is conversational, and the song's power lies in its relatability, not its semantics. The closing track, Wake Up, returns us to the chaotic urgency that began the album. The guitars are gritty, the mood is confrontational. You like pain, but only if it doesn't hurt too much, she snarls, challenging complacency and passivity. It's an invitation to feel, even when it's inconvenient, especially when it's messy. The unresolved tension in the final chords mirrors the message, don't go numb. Stay awake, but the real final word comes from the hidden a cappella bonus track, Your House. It's unaccompanied, fragile, and intensely personal. Alanis narrates an imagined, or perhaps real, moment of heartbreak, sneaking into an ex's house, recalling their intimacy. Her voice trembles with emotion, her restraint making it all the more haunting. It ends the album not with a bang, but with a ghostly echo, a memory still too close. Jagged Little Pill isn't just a collection of songs, it's an emotional thesis, a sonic therapy session, a feminist howl, a diary page with ink that never dries. Alanis Morissette didn't just sing, she exorcised. Every track feels lived in, scarred, healing in real time. It's messy and unfiltered, and that's exactly what gives it its brilliance. In 1995, this record told young women they could rage, cry, confess, and contradict themselves, all within the same breath. It didn't just break rules, it set a new emotional standard. Even now, Jagged Little Pill plays like a conversation you were never allowed to have out loud. It's the album you go back to when you need to feel everything, absolutely everything at once.